This is intended to be a replacement video for a video I made in 2011 on Hiller Stream. I'm moving those old videos over to Hidden Observer from Hiller Stream. From 2011, there's a bunch from 2013 as well. I'm about midway moving those videos over to Hidden Observer, because they don't really belong over there at Hiller Stream, and I don't want people joining Hiller Stream for mystical videos or electronics videos when they really should be going to Hidden Observer or to Hill's Workbench for those videos. I'm going to leave that video up in unlisted format, and I'll keep a link to it though. It's on some playlists, and I'll probably put a link on this video if you want to see the original version of this video in case I left anything out. So I'm just going to kind of try to rehash that video and try to do a less terrible job speaking it, which I'm not doing so well already. But this is about the short mantra technique. Didn't do a very good board here, but here it is. So it's what I call short mantra meditation, or short mantra technique, or TM Light, I used to call it, or simple mantra meditation. And it's simply choosing and using a 1, 2, or 3 syllable mantra, word to use as a mantra. And this can be done with or without pranayama, breathing, breathing in and out with your mantra, with or without pranayama. So, and there's merits either way, of course. You don't have to have any connection to your breathing. You can stay, that's one of the good things about a mantra, is it can free you from all that, free from body consciousness. But on the other hand, it can be used with breathing. So that's why a 2-syllable mantra is kind of useful, because if you decide to use it with breathing, then it's real nice in breath, out breath. Have a 2-syllable mantra. Of course, you can break a 3-syllable mantra across breathing, or a 1-syllable. It can all be worked either way. So this is all about feeling how sounds affect you. Trying to be conscious to the reaction emotionally, mentally, spiritually, whatever, that you have to different sounds, and you do have these reactions. So try just saying yes, 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 real fast and loud. It'll have an effect on you. See what you feel like if you do it. Say it 4 times and yes, 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 yes. And how do you feel? As opposed to going no, 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 or just low hum, big sound, vibratory hum. Do some of those sounds for a second and just sit with it for a second afterwards and see how you feel. So, play with sounds. I first started using this technique when I was taught it from an art teacher in junior high school. Last day of school, we're all wild. We all walked out to the park. Out of the school, there's a nearby big park called Ford Field. And he said, hey, you guys can all just run around, do whatever you want. Just stay in this area, roughly, so I can keep an eye on everybody. But you can have free time, run around, do whatever you want. I'm going to teach a little class on meditation for anybody who's interested. And otherwise, you guys can just, have free time, do whatever you want. And we're going to go up to the hill over there and talk a little bit about meditation. I don't want anybody talking to your parents about it. You went on about that, warning us not to, scare teachers or our parents. So a few of us went off to the hill, about half the girls and only 2 guys, me and, I'll call him Mike C, went to the hill. And even then he discouraged Mike and I to, I would go off to do something, are you sure you don't want to go off with the rest of them? And we stood our ground and stayed for the talk. And I really like it because it's a way to let go of the reins. It's very simple. A mantra is useful because it can work even when you're agitated and your mind is buzzing. It's a good way to slow your mind down in that kind of case. You can let go of the reins. You don't have to have it tied to the body for this meditation either. You can totally free from, one critique of pranayama is that it can tie you to the body, and this doesn't have to do that. On the other hand, you can use pranayama or not with this technique. And he had just been to a TM lesson. That was the sort of the genesis of him teaching us, him and another buddy of his. And he simplified it down for us. To just choose a short 2-syllable mantra that means nothing to you. That's the important part. So he had us work with 2-syllable mantras, picking a word that doesn't mean anything to us. And, basically that's all you do is just repeat the word over and over again. And clear you and free you from the chatter of your mind, basically. Lose the focus on externals. Let go of the reins and relax. So that was kind of the genesis of it for me. Playing with sounds. Just about any vowel can be used. And, maybe chant A, E, I, O, U, slowly, the vowels, just to see how each one affects you, how you feel about them. And even when I'm driving around in Michigan, we've got usually 3-letter suffixes or prefixes. Not anymore, I guess. A lot of times we had 3-letter prefixes in a lot of our plates. And I would try to pronounce those, play with the sound that they suggest. And just different things like that through the day that you look at and think of a sound or new words you hear. Just play with words, play with sound, see how they affect you. And of course there's the classics, OM, AUM, which is ow, kind of start with an O sound and you roll into an A sound, and then you finish with a long M. They really do it perfectly in Moody Blues, old album way back. Did a song about Aum. Something like that. As opposed to Om, which is Om, is the OM sound. And then there's the HU sound. I know the Ekkas use that. Some other groups have used it prior to them, but they actually copyrighted it. But you kind of do the H like a kind of a white noise H. Kind of brings your frequency up there. And then the U maintains that frequency at a level. And they do huge chants in a big room full of people, and it's kind of an interesting experience to hear this big roaming sound, as it is with the Aum or any other sound. And then you can add an M to that, like hum. Hum, just to make it more of a full chakra exposure. Hu is kind of, to me, an upper chakra thing. Aum is kind of a full body chakra thing. One I like to use is kind of a hybrid of not just hum, but I go Hume, like the name Hume with an E at the end. Hume. Lets me do the huge chant, but it gives me a earthy finish with the M to bring it down a little, ground it a little bit. And you can use, B-U, boo, any myriad of, things you can use. So play with it. Play with the vowels. Play with the consonants with the vowels, and how the different sounds, work with you. And you don't have to stay with the same sound your whole life. You can change it different times, or different times of day even. So yeah, vowels and consonants. Consonants, along with your vowels, generally I avoid the sharp consonants, the explosive consonants, the T's, the P's, but they can have a place. S's and the the hard vowels like consonants like that aren't really the best usually. But don't be prejudiced. You know, if they work for you, they work for you. So, you know, play with them all. See how you feel about it. Usually the classic mantras, classic sounds like I just gave you, you don't normally want to bandy them about in public. George King, the leader of, founder of the Ethereum Society, was real big on that. You know, not to really say these words at all, except for in a teaching situation. He's got a number of good tapes. The Ethereum Society, I think the tapes are still available, or maybe they've got them in some other form by now. But George King, you know, is pretty far out there, even for that time. But there's a lot of wisdom in those tapes. You really got to listen and judge for yourself on things. He says a few things that would, you know, just totally blow anybody with a scientific mind out of the water. And on the other hand, some really deep stuff of great value.